Thank you, Rabbi, Dana, Mayor. I think that what you have seen in the days that we started our Situation Room and these Zoom calls is that none of this is about us at 30,000 feet. It's about us at us being part of a conversation with a family member every single day. And I want to just tell all of you what our family members in Israel every single day are doing as well. Because every morning, noontime, their time, we're on a Zoom call with the Situation Room in Israel. Led by Tali Tzur, all of our staff is coming together. Every member of our office people in Israel who have all of the things that you've heard from Rabbi Fass, from Dana, from Doron, are dealing with those circles of family and people, and they are on the conversation with every single person around. They're hearing the stories and we're responding. Already to date, with your response, we're at $9.2 million. Now, we were thinking about 10 million over a 30-day period. Number one, we'll be there a lot sooner, but number two, the costs are going to be a lot greater. 15,527 people, 15,527 people have either been relocated by us, housed by us, or being fed by us. You have to understand that 2,200 people in the Arava are there in people's homes, in Simmers, that with not the closest place to grocery stores, and we cannot only burden the people who've opened up their homes to feed them because they're not in the triangle and being able to be fed by, as you heard from Doron, the Israeli public and the turnout. They are being fed by food trucks that we're sending down. They're being housed and they're being paid for. In people in Mitzveh Ramon, we have people all over, and I will tell you that every day in our Situation Room, you should know that when we get a call and we're asked about a group that now is coming from the north, where are they going to be housed? We are trying to come up with where is those tents going to be, as you heard Doron, working with Lotem, trying to put tents in an area that is not even, the government hasn't given us permission because it's too close to the north, but understand they don't have showers. So you can't just put people in a place because you could put up tents, but you have to put portable showers. Well, there's not portable showers, and you have family members. And literally Israel's now housing people in schools, but understand schools have those bathrooms at the end of the hall for the children, not for the families. So every day we're dealing with those issues. We're housing people at our Hod Sharon campus. For those who were on the call the other day, you got to see some of the pictures and just to talk to those people. We're going to be hosting them in the Beersheba campus. Again, it's not suitable for families for long term, 1, 2, 3 days, but you're talking about now people that are going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So our costs and our civil defense requests keep going up in Ramat HaNegev alone. Today, we authorized 10 bomb shelters to be placed in Ramat HaNegev. Those are over $200,000 a piece, but there's no choice because they have more people there today than they had there last week. So just to give you an understanding of those everyday decisions that we have to make, and every day that we're looking at what are we doing for the people, we could trace because we're working. And when our Makom communities, you'll hear from them tomorrow, are providing programs throughout Israel for the kids that have been displaced, and activities today are going on. It's not that we could tell them just to go to Ofakim. They're going everywhere, and they're providing these services everywhere. In Sderot, 20% of the population cannot leave. There's 8,500 plus people in Sderot today that no matter what cannot leave Sderot. these are elderly, these are people with physical disabilities, some people with mental disabilities. There is nothing that is going to move them from where they are, but every day they need medicine, services, and food. This is the situation that we're dealing with. And then you could hear from Nefesh, the lone soldiers who came over to fight, to be part of a nation still under creation. Those were soldiers that were assigned to the places in the Gaza envelope who lost their lives, and family members. And throughout our Jewish National Fund family, we should be reaching out to each and every one of them, because they're also in the trauma from a family member. So we are working every day on all of these areas, and we're also planning for the day after. Whether it's in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I was on the phone this morning with Sefi from Nachalos, an entire kibbutz that is relocated to another kibbutz. He said, we are taking care of, by the way, I talked to him on the way to the funeral of his son's best friend. And he said, our people today are taken care of 100%. Israelis are coming every day and feeding us. There is not a lack of one thing that we need today. But every day we're waking up and worrying about what is tomorrow. Because we have to go back. And are we going to go back to bullet-ridden homes, to ransacked homes? Forget the images of the homes that have been destroyed. I want you to take that out of your mind, because those are even going to be a year or 2 year process. I'm talking about just the homes that are standing with bullet holes and ransacked. You cannot send in broken windows, send families back to that. And so we are going to be putting on a multi-million-dollar campaign, Livnot Biachad, to build together, where we will put together volunteer programs for people to come and share, but not today and not tomorrow. Because as Rabbi Fast said, it is a very organized fashion for even the medical personnel to come. It is not the time for people to be going to Israel in all good intentions to become tourists to the people who have to then take care of them. And I'll tell you, at Jewish National Fund, we're not going to be able to do it. We're getting calls all day. If you go, I'm sorry, you're on your own. But there'll be a time when we are going to make a call out. And we're going to need you there, and we're going to rebuild those communities in the fastest, in the most organized fashion, so that, yes, the reveal moment for those people when they come back to their homes is not the images what they left, but the new images which we helped create. And yes, it's going to be an image that's still, with all the pain and trauma that they're going to have, and the people that are coming back, the greatest battle will be fought. The day the battle will end is the day that they will be returning home, because that's when the trauma will set in. That's when the therapy is going to be needed. That's, sadly to say, the resilience centers that we built are going to be overflowing. But those are the images, too, that too often people forget about, and the work that people are going to forget about. But we at Jewish National Fund USA are not going to forget, because it is not something that we do as an emergency. It is something that we're doing together with the people that are our family members. And so we're going to be there as we were yesterday. We're going to be there today, and we are going to be there tomorrow. And I ask you to keep posting on social media. These Zoom calls get more people. I'm telling you to post about our campaign. I'm telling you to keep asking and telling the story, and asking and telling the story. Yes, this is what you can do. If it's our JNF future or our Must kids that came back from Israel that have already raised almost $200,000, teenagers. Let's get every synagogue and every person to start a peer-to-peer. There is nothing that you can say you cannot do. This is the moment that everybody must do. And today, yes, it's about giving, because that's what's needed. There'll be the moment where we're going to make the call out to you, yes, to continue to give and to come and work. And then we'll make the call out and we'll all go together. And in that spirit of what we've had in Israel and what we've built in Israel, this moment will pass and we'll sing together. But we need you now. Keep standing strong. Keep coming together with us. Keep building with us and building together. And that's how we get through this. Thank you.